Greetings, sirs and madams. I'm Seraphic Zero, and we're playing Gundam Battle Operation 2. So today we're bringing you a match with the Gundam Alex, which is actually one of my favorite suits from the first game. Now, the Alex does perform fairly similarly in this game, but there are some key differences we're going to talk about. Now, you'll see in this match that we're actually going to be fighting a very strong team. It's going to be pretty rough for both sides, but that's actually the kind of match I enjoy the most, where the teams are pretty even and like you have a strong opponent. I think that's the best use of everybody's time. So, the Alex is really well known for its beam rifle to Gatling combo, which is really devastating at mid-range, essentially. So, now the Alex has that again here. It has a charging beam rifle, although the difference here is in Battle Operation 2 the rifle has very, very low heat to it, so it can fire repeatedly very quickly. I think you can do 5 shots until overheat uncharged, and it actually has enough capacity to fire a charged shot and then follow up with another uncharged shot without overheating, so it can combo very, very well with its beam rifle. And even the uncharged shots can cause stunning if you land 3 shots in a row. So that's pretty useful, although I'll say that it can be fairly difficult to land 3 uncharged shots in a row because, you know, people aren't just going to stand still and let you shoot them in the face repeatedly. Yeah, so I did manage to overheat my rifle, and I'm fighting another Alex on the other side here. I got stunned from having my shield destroyed. Yeah, I really wish there was a way to have shield HP displayed so you can kind of know like, if you can push your shield's limits or not. Okay, so I was a little outnumbered for a bit, but looks like my team regrouped. That's good. Just one enemy left. Wow, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I kind of lost track of that guy through the smoke, but it looks like it's a Madrock, and those things are really interesting. So he had the speed to kind of close distance and saber me. Yeah, pretty interesting. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this opening to capture D, repair my legs a little bit. Okay, it looks like there's already people on top of me here. Landed a nice counter on this Gundam. And thankfully I already had my saber ready so it could do damage to him. Oh crap, and I think I've made a huge mistake. Yeah, I was trying to gain distance from that guy who was going to get invincibility, but it looked like during the time I captured point D, my team retreated back to our side, and I got completely surrounded by the enemy, so that was not very helpful. Yeah, but, you know, shit happens. Yeah, so one thing I do notice that's different about the Alex in Battle Operation 2 is that it seems a little slower than it was in the last game. So it seems to run a bit slower, and it definitely has a lower turning speed. So you might find that a bit challenging about the mobile suit, so you have to be very careful about where you position. Like, while the Alex does do its best damage in mid-range, that can put you in a lot of danger in dealing with, you know, suits with bazookas and using trip combos and stuff. So make sure you're very tight on your formation and that you don't get outnumbered, because the Alex, it doesn't have instantaneous stun. It has to charge its rifle, although the arm Gatling, it actually can stun also with enough shots, but generally people aren't going to stand still. They're not going to stand still and let you do that. Okay, so the enemy's all grouped up here, and I'm trying to damage them with the beam rifle, but they keep getting into saber clashes, and of course you have invincibility during that animation, so I couldn't really do much, and I almost had that E-Freak. Oh, that's just unlucky. I got caught by the explosion. Okay, I caught this Gundam a little bit, but he floated out of my out of my saber's hitbox. That kind of sucks. Okay, let's get behind cover a little bit. Okay, solid shot on that Gundam. He rolls out of the way. Okay, there he goes. Yeah, one thing that's great about the Alex is that it's very good at mopping up damaged enemies. That arm Gatling is just fantastic for that. Very, very good. I don't know who that was, but he just He has got a face full of beam. Oh, jeez. Okay, here's that Ifrit. Yeah, that was a really odd choice of trying to tackle right there. Okay, there's somebody coming up behind me too. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so I'm doing pretty good damage to these guys. One thing that's different about the arm Gatling is I think it actually shoots faster in this game too. Like, it seems to have the same rate of fire as the Jim Cole's machine gun, which is great. Like, these are the two fastest machine guns in the game. So, yeah, the Alex has a lot of very good combined strengths. Oh, crap, my charge shot didn't stun him. Okay, let's back off a bit. Yeah, and here's something new they added to the Alex. It actually has dodge roll level 2, so it can roll twice if you don't have any heat on your thrusters currently, and that's very useful. So yeah, I'm a bit outnumbered, my legs are damaged, so I'm gonna back off and repair them a little bit. Yeah, so double dodge roll makes a lot of sense for the Alex. It's very useful. One thing that is missing from the first game, though, is that the Alex no longer has forced injection, which is the ability to cancel your boost into different directions, and that's a little unfortunate because that gave the Alex a lot of mobility options in the first game, but it's just missing now, so that's a little unfortunate. I really wish it had it back, or maybe it'll get it back at higher levels. Okay, so that's a G3 we're shooting at. I have really good type advantage against him, but he is pretty nimble on his feet, so I'm gonna, yeah, maybe stop using the beam rifle on him and just polish him off with the Gatling. Yeah, that weapon is pretty damn dangerous at close range. Okay, I shot that guy by accident, but yeah, I probably should have followed up faster with the second shot, so I could have hit him. Okay, a few seconds left on the clock. There's only 1,000 points between us. That can actually be closed at this cost really quickly. So I know my legs are very damaged, so I'm trying to be very careful to not get myself destroyed here. Okay, but it looks like we finished off these two enemies. Very good teamwork on the part of my team here, so... Okay, there's time. Okay, let's see how we did. Okay, so it looks like we took the match. Okay, we have a 3,000 point lead. I seem to have gotten the most kills, but it looks like our Madrock just wiped the floor with them. I got 100,000 damage, and he also got highest distraction, strangely enough. That does seem unusual for a support type, but the Madrock, it tends to have the mobility to do that. Yeah, so I'd say I did pretty well here. 6 kills, 1 death, that's not a bad ratio. And 63% accuracy it's pretty good for me, considering I'm using a machine gun and those bullets just kind of fly everywhere. Yeah, but overall, I'm really glad I got the Alex. It feels like I do like the new changes, but I feel like I am missing some of its speed and mobility from the first game, but overall, a very, very strong mobile suit that I like a lot. So I'm looking forward to doing more matches with it in the future. But anyway, guys, that's it for my thoughts on Gundam Alex. Hopefully you enjoyed this match, and we'll see you next time.